right as she whispered a silent prayer. Every word revealed an empty, broken heart, broken by faith, is keeping them so far apart. Lonely there she needs, and tells the stars above in her arms he belongs, in her prayer is a song, her undying song of love.
All right, man, I tell you what, Hubert, that's some good playing there, buddy.
Thank you, Darwin.
I've been wanting to get together with you for a long time, you
Well,
know.
I have to, you two, and you would. We didn't have no trouble getting together back years ago.
No, we didn't. And before we get too far into our little program here, I'd like to mention about where we at. Now,
Yeah.
This is a nice facility that Roy's got.
I'm telling you, nicest one I think I've ever been in, especially in the South.
I tell you what, it's really a nice studio, and I don't know if he maybe can move it around or whatever and kind of show some of the things that might be in the studio, you know, that he has here. He's got, I see a lot of equipment set up in here right now, you know, and
Yeah, Lord.
been,
About anything you want to look at, any kind of machine, ain't speakers, wall kind.
yeah, he sure does have it, and got a nice board and everything in there in the other
Yeah.
part of it, you know.
Yeah.
So, but we want to thank him for
Yeah. we
letting us
sure
get
do.
together this afternoon.
Well, he's an old friend, you know.
Yeah, we was talking, you know, a little bit
One of
ago.
the only difference is he ain't got old, but we have.
Well, he's close to us, you know.
Yeah.
He's not far behind me anyway.
Yeah.
And but we was talking a little bit ago about you know, over in Waycross, you know, back in I guess that was in the early '60s, late '50s.
Yeah, right along in there.
That you and Jim had.
Radio program on Saturday evening. Yeah,
Yeah. And
WACL.
and I can remember going down and playing with y'all.
Yeah.
On some of the programs.
Yeah, we always enjoyed that. You coming in and playing, kind of put some flavor to our show.
Well, I don't know about that, but y'all used to play. As a matter of fact, several years ago, I mean back during that time, I actually played in some of the clubs at that time with you and Jim.
Yeah, sure did.
And,
Sure did.
I wasn't too old at that time.
No?
I was, I don't know, I probably wasn't old enough to get in there, you know.
We got you in there.
Yeah, you got.
We had to have you.
It didn't have no problem getting me in, that's for sure. But your fiddle, you had one that got run over or something, didn't
Yeah, it was a $10,000 fiddle. They started at $10,000.
you? Is that right?
Yeah, and I hated that. It was a good fiddle. Just some,
You was,
seemed like I can replace it because it was such a good fiddle.
yeah. You was at a convention, a bluegrass convention when it got run over? Or?
Well, no, I was at a bluegrass park, and the little girl was having trouble putting her bass in one of them little hatchbacks, and I got out of my truck. I was parked right by her, and I said, "Can I help you anyway?" And she said, "Yes, if you'll hold that top up." Says, "I put my bass in." Says, "It comes down and hits me on the head every now and then." I said, "Well, you hold the top, and I'll put the bass in." About the time I put it in, and I said, "Okay." And whenever I asked her, I hadn't even got to my truck yet. We was parked pretty close to each other, you know. And I said, "Can I help you?" And she said, "Yeah." And I set my fiddle right exactly under her back tire. And then when I told her I'd see her, and I got in my truck and drove about, I guess, a block, city block.
You forgot about it.
I forgot about it. I fell over and didn't feel my fiddle, and got back in the truck, so I told her, I went back up there, and they was out there hunting the pieces. They had flashlights, and boy, and what she done, she backed over it. It scared her, and then she pulled back over it. You talking about tearing, but
I guess so.
I could have put it every bit in my pocket, but I put it in a box and carried it home, and walked in the door, and my wife said, "What in the world you got in that box?" I said, "My fiddle." I said, "It got tore up."
Yeah.
Now,
That was a bad day, wasn't it?
that was a bad day.
Yeah.
Fiddle was given to me. It didn't cost me a dime. It was a retired Western swing fiddle player, and we become close friends, and he just gave it to me, and that was the most expensive gift I ever had to give to him.
How about that? When you first started playing, how old was you when you first started playing?
Well, Darowyn, I played the guitar and sang until I was, I guess, in the late teens, and I loved the fiddle. I loved the way it sounded, so I got me a fiddle, and I didn't have no help, professional help, and I must sold through. I'd buy one and sell it, and then buy another and sell it, buy another and sell it. I must went through 3 or 4. Finally, I got hold of one, and I said, "I ain't selling this, and I'm going to learn it." So, but it never did have no help. I just taught myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played now with some of the big boys, Bobby Hicks and Tommy Williams from Hee Haw, and boys, big boys like that made a good living playing.
Yeah.
But I never did ask them. I think I did ask Tommy one time at Fort Myers, playing a show down there, and I said, "I'm having trouble on Cheyenne." It's an old Indian fiddle tune.
Yeah.
And it was one little shuffle. I had it all down pat except that one little shuffle, and he showed me that. But outside of that, I had to figure it out myself.
Well, and you wound up in Kansas City?
Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita,
Yeah,
okay.
my wife's from there, and I went up
When,
there to live.
when did you go up there?
It was in the late 50s.
You met her up there?
No, I met her. She was playing on the road playing music, and I met her, and
Oh, okay.
yeah. And she liked the way I played, and I liked the way she played, and I said less, and she said marry.
Yeah. Well, you when you were up there, you played.
Yeah, I played.
You played
Yeah.
up there.
They was playing Western swing, and I was used to country, but fiddle was so scarce until they let me be glad that I was playing, because I know some of the stuff that they was playing. But Western swing's altogether different than country fiddle playing and bluegrass, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
you
anyway.
played the fiddle
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got off the guitar then, and just decided I'd bust or swim, play the fiddle
Yeah.
if I could. And then
Well, you
I finally
sure
messed around and-
do a good job. Well, you've been playing it a long time.
Yeah, sure have.
Well, what's the difference in a fiddle and a violin?
Well, I guess there's not a thing in the world, no difference in them, except in if you're playing violin style, they call it a violin. But if you're playing fiddle style, they call it a fiddle.
Uh-huh.
But there's no difference in this, man. It's like the old country boy said he walked into town 8 miles to see a violin, and when he got there, it was no
It was
fiddle.
old fiddle, yeah. Yeah, they're not all that many players, you know, around.
No, they're
Here,
scarce.
you know.
But they've done like I started to do several times, just quit and not mess with it, but I don't know if something kept me driving. I loved the sound of it, and I
Yeah.
said, well, I'll learn it if I keep playing. If I quit, I won't never learn.
Yeah,
So I just kept hacking at it, and I'd buy records, you know, and slow them down to a 45 or a 33 if it was a 45.
Yeah.
Had a machine to do that, where I could hear what they was doing.
well, that's right, yeah. Well, I tell you what, why don't you play us another tune, and
All right?
we'll see if we can, you got one kind of picked out that you would like to play, Amazing Grace, or
Well, Amazing Grace is fine.
maybe,
Beulah Land's pretty.
okay,
Just
just,
during the show, we'll just play one now and one after a while.
okay, that sounds good.
All right?
Just play, you want to play Beulah Land?
Yeah, we can. It's
Okay.
cheap, both of them.
Okay. All right, Beulah Land. That's a pretty song.
It is pretty.
You know, you're talking about the fiddle there. They, a lot of mountain folks play
Yeah.
that. There's a lot of music, a lot of fiddle and
Absolutely.
bluegrass music played in the mountains.
That's where a lot of it comes from.
Yeah,
North Carolina, Virginia, and places like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
They, have you ever been up to Bill Monroe's place up there?
Yeah.
It's,
No.
what's that ridge?
Uh,
Jerusalem Ridge.
Jerusalem Ridge.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. No, I've never been there, but I played shows around with Bill Monroe. You know,
Mhm.
not with him, but on the same shows.
Yeah.
But he's the one that really brought bluegrass music to this country. You know, Bill Monroe was.
Yeah. And I guess Ralph Stanley.
And yeah, Ralph Stanley.
And he's getting on up there too. Isn't
He sure is.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, they call him Dr. Ralph now. They done hung
Yeah, I know.
another name on
I don't guess he's really a doctor. Is
it. They just call him because he's, I guess they just hung that on him to, I don't know, but it suits him on.
he? Yeah. Well, you back years ago, you played down in this area, all over the country, you know, in different places, and
Yeah, from Atlanta to Miami there.
yeah. Yeah, I knew y'all was stretched out pretty well at one time there,
Yeah,
playing a lot. And,
yeah, we when we went bluegrass, bluegrass. We played all of Florida and played as far away as Charlottesville, Pennsylvania. So we was getting really known and was getting real good. And something happened that threw us, and so we just folded up and quit.
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't quit playing, but
Yeah,
we quit the
Quit.
bluegrass.
being gone so much, you know, on
Yeah.
the road and all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to, when I was in Hamilton, I played a lot in them studios, King, Mercury,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of
Hamilton,
Hamilton, Ohio.
Ohio.
It's joined Cincinnati, and I played a lot in Cincinnati and Hamilton, and the records and
Well,
people
the-
like Skeeter Davis and Jimmy Skinner, they worked up in there then.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see, that was a Cincinnati hayride they had?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
that-
I
what it was
never
called?
did play on it, but they had one, and it was called Hayride, yeah.
I remember the, being called, since.
Yeah.
But I never did, have a chance to, I just heard a lot about it,
Yeah,
and, well, there's a lot of the older folks that send the bluegrass music, done
Yeah.
going on.
yeah, absolutely.
Sure have. Well, now you played. We was talking about a while ago. You played WACL. We was talking.
Yeah.
With Roy earlier, and he was over there at the time.
Yeah,
Roy was at the
yeah.
studio. Radio studio, and I guess Big Jeff.
Yeah, Big Jeff.
He was around
Yeah,
back then, and I used to go over and climb those towers.
mhm.
Jim Rivers, he
Yeah.
owned the station, and I'd go over and climb those towers at 440 foot.
Good Lord. My.
I don't know why I'd climb 40 foot now,
Well, you had more nerve than I did.
but
Get
yeah,
any higher than 6 foot, I'm ready to go back down.
yeah. But Carl Tanner,
Yeah,
he just passed away
yeah, I heard.
not long ago, and he used to be on the
WACO,
yeah.
sure was.
Had him and Aniva,
Yeah, sure was.
they had a program on there, and
Yeah,
they sang, I don't know, maybe every Saturday, wasn't it?
yeah, I think, yeah, it was. It sure was every Saturday. Yeah,
Had a program. And,
yeah.
and matter of fact, I think I went in a time or two and played with them,
Yeah, Pee Wee Word, he was playing steel at that time.
Yeah, that's right.
One of our old buddies.
Yeah,
He's done gone on.
I played, we played together a good bit down in Brunswick at the VFW.
Yeah, yeah,
It was Pee Wee and me and Larry Hendricks.
yeah. I
Larry
remember
played
that.
bass.
Sure do.
And Al Vickers played drums.
Yeah,
You remember him?
yeah, I sure do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played quite a few times with Al.
And Jesse Robinson played lead guitar,
Yeah,
and I played piano, and they were used to be quite a.
I sure used to
Well,
enjoy
people-
your piano playing, I'll tell you that.
Well, I appreciate that. I wish I had pursued music,
Yeah,
with it, but that's, you look back, and see the things that you should have done.
yeah,
if you-
right,
But,
you're sure right.
well, why don't you just, we'll just play another.
All right,
And,
okay.
there was a song that you done, one time, maybe years ago, Lord something, let's see, what was it?
Halfway home, I believe. Yeah.
Halfway home, yeah, do that if I can remember to.
If I can remember the words, darling, maybe I can.
I think they'll come to you.
Lord, it's been a long, long time since,
Now that song, where did it come from?
you know, I don't remember. I don't know where I got that song at. But it was a good song.
It's a good song. I like it.
And
I really do.
I sure don't remember. It's been so long since when I picked it up. It was a long time ago. And there's so much going on when we was young, you know, we didn't keep up with it like we tried to now.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, it's song got good, pretty words to it. If I can remember the second verse. You're a good singer. Why don't you tear on for a while?
No, you can do that. I might can sing a little harmony with you.
Well,
You know.
if I can
But,
see. I think it was A chord. Let me see. I think that'd be all right.
Okay.
If I forget the word, we'll just.
That'll be all right if you forget the word.
Lord, don't give up on me. I'll be right someday. Lord, don't tune me out, don't turn away. I'm just a weary pilgrim all alone. Lord, I'm only halfway home. Lord, just step up on me, I'll be right someday. Lord, don't tune me out, don't turn away. I'm just a weary pilgrim all alone. Lord, I'm only halfway home.
All right.
Oh, I forgot the word
I'm
there
only
one
halfway
time.
home.
Lord, it's been a long time since I did that. That's a good song, though.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I like that. I sure do.
I sing tenor 3-4 times a year with Whitmer's Bluegrass Festival, and that's about all the singing I do.
Well, now,
You can tell that my voice was,
during the time that you were playing, you know, a lot, Lynn sung with you too, didn't
yeah, she did. Yeah, she kept me straight too.
Did she?
Yeah.
And she plays the piano
Yeah,
well
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And, yeah. She sure do. And then of course, you've got a lot of talent in your family.
Yeah,
You
Marty played guitar, and Chris played bass, and Gene played bass and guitar, and and Marty played guitar, and they all sang.
yeah,
So we wasn't short on singers.
right. Yeah, different times that I played, in different places, Chris and Marty,
Yeah.
played with me.
Yeah.
And, over the years, they're good musicians.
Yeah,
They really
Yeah.
are. And of course, you lost Gene.
yeah, yeah. He
I'm
was
sorry to
old,
hear
boy.
that. He was, man, he was an outstanding bass player.
Yeah, he was. He could play a bass. He had, I think, 4 or 5 basses. One had 6 strings, one had 5, and one had 4.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be kind of rough to play 4, much less 6. Huh? Use 6. But,
Yeah.
And I, you know, had a,
Lynn could play bass too, so I wasn't short on bass fiddle players.
and she played like a upright doghouse.
Yeah,
What we, you know,
doghouse,
always
yeah,
call it
that's what we used to call.
call it doghouse
Yeah.
bass. Well, you over the years, at one time or another, you were up at the Opera House before, weren't you? At the Grand Ole Opry, or
No,
maybe backstage or whatever?
no, absolutely. People thinks that I did and thought I played on there, but I never did. But I've played with a lot of the Grand Ole Opry stars. I mean, not on the same show, but with them,
Yeah,
you know. Because some of them used to deadhead and they'd have to depend on bands when they get there, so that I was lucky to get to play with a lot of them
yeah.
that way.
And of course, I know you know Jim and Jesse real well.
Yeah, good friend of mine, yeah, they're good old boys too. They still, well, you know, Jim died and, not long ago, and, but Jesse's still carrying it on. He's got his boys, I think, and, Jim's boys
They had a lot of,
playing with them now, I think.
they had a lot of kind of, I guess you'd say, heartache in their family. Jesse, you know, especially.
Yeah,
And I played with them on some tours one
Yeah.
time, and I went to Jim's funeral.
yeah,
And they lived, well, still live in Gallatin, you know, Jesse did.
yeah, you played a lot with them boys, didn't you?
Well, well,
On the same shows,
yeah, I went on, several tours with them.
yeah,
But, that pretty well was my stint, you know, with them, but, they played up in, you know, the bluegrass festivals, you know, when they were
yeah,
up in Pennsylvania and Ohio, Ottawa, and up in that area, you know.
yeah.
But I really enjoyed being with them because they were,
Down,
you know, you hear so much
down to earth,
about singers and
Yeah.
all, but they're good folks, you know.
down to earth boys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
being with them and playing on the same show with them, and all sure did.
You ever play with little Roy Lewis? Yeah.
I played on the same show, but not
Not
with
with
not with the group, because they had they had a
Well,
big
he's a sport, ain't
bunch of boys and girls. Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly girls.
he? Yeah.
Yeah,
And you know they off the road now,
yeah,
and he's singing with him and one of his grandyoungins, I think.
yeah. And they still carrying it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen them at Whitmer's.
Yeah.
Bluegrass Festival. They done a good show. Had everybody standing laughing.
He's a clown, ain't he?
Yeah, he's a clown.
Yeah.
His was a mess.
Well, let's do another, Hubert.
You want to do old standard? Everybody likes it. Playing or singing. It's. I'll tell you in a minute. I think I told you I played bagpipes on it.
Amazing Grace.
Yeah, Amazing Grace. I get that balled up with another one. Anyway, it's slow, real slow, and
Okay.
and you'll know when I modulate her.
Let's say you
It'll be
you start off in D. I mean, it's in D and you modulate.
Yeah, I don't play but one verse in G, so it'll be the last up.
I could hear the
Bagpipes?
bagpipe, yeah, thing in there. Well, you teach fiddle.
Yeah, I teach over in Folkestone Tuesday nights, and then Hecox on Thursday night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So you got several each night that you,
yeah.
more than one, or I mean, several?
Well, I go out, them 2 nights away from home, then I teach at the house a couple of days, nights.
I know you,
I got them playing in churches now all over the country.
yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
George Dixon, George Music,
Yeah?
yeah,
Yeah, George is doing a good job,
yeah.
you know.
They playing in bands now.
Yeah, he's playing with Robert Thorne.
Yeah, both of them is. 2 Georges.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, one of them playing mandolin. George Dixon is playing mandolin now, but he plays fiddle too. And George Music is playing fiddle. And George Dixon playing mandolin in the same band.
Yeah. They doing a good job. I played.
I heard their CD, but I never heard them in person.
Yeah.
George come over and played me his CD.
Well, you taught my first cousin fiddle, Philip Walker.
Yeah,
You remember?
yeah. I didn't know that he was your
But-
first cousin.
Yeah, but he thinks the world of you.
Yeah.
And but he just.
Yeah, he's a fine boy.
I think he's about to give it up.
Really?
You know, I think it's about whipped him.
Sure enough.
No, I really don't know Hubert, but I know he's been busy with other things, you know, and
Yeah.
it's kind of kept him away from it. And it's something like any other instrument you got to keep on playing.
Yeah, you
don't
can't practice one night a week and then
Yeah.
think it's gonna all come to you in a dream and you got it, then can it up, put the lid on it, don't
It don't
work
work
that way.
that way.
It didn't work with me that way. I
It
spent
didn't work with
many-
me either.
I spent, if you can see the writing on the old big board, the hours that I spent, knowing I had to go to work the next morning,
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe it. But it paid off, you know. I mean, I enjoyed it, got to work and played decent enough to play with people, and I got to play with the stars and recorded with 2.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Skinner, I've done fiddle playing on. I found my good old girl, I found my girl in the good old USA.
Uh-huh.
You've probably heard that record.
Yeah.
Well, I played fiddle on it, and played one with Skeeter Davis.
I tell
She
you
had
what.
just, her and Betty Jack had just got started off in Cincinnati, and I was living over in Hampton. And there was a boy by the name of Jimmy Williams, and he was a radio announcer. And he was kind of sweet on one of them, the blackhead one. And so he was getting them shows, and he played the guitar and sang too. So he was getting them shows, and there wasn't no fiddle players hardly. It's one thing, advantage of a fiddle player. They don't look around and they don't come in pods, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure.
So I got a chance to, because did play a fiddle, to play with a lot of people that I couldn't have never reached and played with if I hadn't
Yeah.
be able to play.
The old tune, "I Fly Away." I know you can play that.
Yeah, it's a good old standard there. All right. I'm glad morning.
Yeah. Well. That's a good old song, you know?
This sure is a good old standard.
You know who wrote that?
Huh?
I believe that was oh, Hank Williams, wasn't it?
You know, I couldn't tell you.
Maybe he did. No,
he.
he wrote, I can't remember.
I Saw the Light.
I Saw the Light, yeah. That's what I'm thinking about, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that was
I'll Fly Away
when
was-
Hank was a boy, I believe.
Jimmy Davis or some of them, I think.
Yeah, I
They-
think
they
you're
wrote-
right.
wrote
I
that,
sure
so.
do, because I remember it seemed like hearing it before I ever heard of Hank. I think I did. Now, I may be wrong, but I think. I was raised around, you know, where Manor is.
Yeah,
Out in the woods out there, there's a holiness church out there, Camp Branch. Though, about part of people lived out there and they call it Camp Branch, and there was a holiness church in there. That's where I was raised out in there. And I got to hear a bunch of them old songs, you know, back then.
yeah,
That wasn't yesterday.
yeah.
It's been a long time.
Well, you're not planning on quitting playing, are you?
No, I'm gonna play as long as the good Lord will let my fingers move.
Okay, all right. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he give me this talent, what little I got, and I sure, I wanna use it some of the time for him.
That's right, yeah. Well, I've enjoyed this today, Hubert.
Well, I have too.
I really,
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Well, I've been wanting to see you and get
Yeah,
with you,
yeah.
and I
Yeah,
didn't know it'd be like this, but got good anyway, didn't
yeah. I tell you what, once again, you know, I want to thank Roy for
you? Yeah, we sure do.
letting let
Roy's
us
one of
come
our
here.
old buddies, ain't
Yeah, he sure is.
he? He may not claim it, but we do, don't
That's right, yeah. That's for sure.
we?
Why don't we go out with a little tune to play for us? And,
All right.
you got one in mind?
I don't know,
We
let's
just-
see.
We'll just let Roy fade us out.
Okay,
Get going here.
well, name one, Nora.
You might want to do one of the old bluegrass tunes.
Do Orange Blossom?
That'd be good. I think that would be a real good one
All right.
to go out with. Yes, sir.
Most of the young ones like that one.
Yeah.
All right.